I can tell us for free. Our results, our results is one of the things that can motivate others. And because we have different mix of people in our midst. There are some people who have been born in past experience. There are some people who've been through a lot of things, like, I mean, in this digital space, they've lost a lot, they've been burnt, they've been scarred, and they are just laid back and don't even want they don't want to take any action anymore. I tell you, when we share results like this, they will be motivated, and your results can be the reason why somebody would get um, hope again and get motivated and get back to work. Okay, please. So let's always share our results in the platform. Whenever you take the futures trading, even if it is sports trading, please endeavor to share your results. This result is from Mr. Remix. This is from Mr. Remix, and it is just so beautiful. I think I have others also. Do I have so many? Okay, this one is for Mr. Dimeji. This is AVAAI, and this is a very good percentage, 44.32%. It's a very good one. I think we also have this is from Mr. Sheye, and this is also a good one. This is plus 32.87%. And we also have from, I can't remember whom this is. Okay, this is from another group that I shared. I shared it myself. And so we can see that this is a very beautiful thing I want to believe it's going to be a very beautiful sight to those who are just joining us, so that it doesn't look like we're just sharing signal, but there are no proofs. They'll be like, did they lose the trade? Why are they not sharing the results? Okay, so I encourage us to always share results. It is good that we share results. If I, who's been posting the signal, don't share the results, then what do you want people to think? It will be as though the trades are not coming out in profit, but they are coming out in profit. Okay, so that's the first thing today that I want us to look at. Also, I want us to look at the parameters that we've set for futures trading. I want to encourage us once more to stick to the plan. Please stick to the plan, stick to the parameters. Who would have expected BTC to reverse suddenly and start pumping all the way to 70,000 plus, even in a BS season? Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw Trump giving such a statement that's changed the entire direction of the market. Okay, so what I'm saying in essence is, so that you don't get heat, so that you don't get hot, because futures it could be risky when you don't do your due diligence. It could be risky when you don't put proper wallet management in place. Okay, imagine you had a trade on when BTC reversed and all the coins started pumping 20%, 30%, 40%. Imagine you didn't have you had a trade on and you didn't have proper wallet management. You would have been wiped out. So I want to beg us once again, the parameters for futures trading is right here. It's pinned in the futures trading group, in the futures trading chat room. Please, for those of us who do not know what parameters we are using for our futures trading, please visit it and digest it. Because whenever I share signal, I don't share stop loss. And if you do not know how we go about it, that we come out profitable even without stop loss, please check it out, so that you don't go and use your own trading parameters and you don't use stop loss and then you get wiped out, because it will be very dangerous for you who are unisolated to trade the signals that I share for futures. You would hit yourself in the foot. So please visit the parameters and ensure we are all on one page. Okay. Also, I want to quickly make mention, Mr. Michael, are you here this evening, sir?
Yes,
Mr.
I am
Michael,
here.
are you here? Okay,
I am
awesome,
here.
awesome. Good to have you. And also, Mr. What's it called? Mr. Eugene. This is also for you. I remember Mr. Eugene and Mr. Michael, you two raised this concern that we should have a setup for the futures manual trading. And I can tell us since the time I set it up already, it has been giving me just one particular tone whenever there is anything going on in the futures chat room. So I want to encourage us to go visit the instruction that I posted there again, and then use it. You would get the desired results. I can't find it now. I'm trying to look for it. I pinned it, I think. Or did I post it in general? Okay, here you have it. I think I didn't pin it. Let me pin it now. Okay, so if you look at what I have here, how do you get here? You go to the futures chat room on your phone. Although I don't know if it's what I did, I don't know if it is the same for us, or if there's a particular tone you hear whenever something drops on the chat room. I don't know, but if not, the instruction is there already. For those who want particular sound when future signals are shared, go and set your futures trading Telegram chat to this. I have done this on my end here. I don't know if it affected your end, so check it out. So what you do is you go to the futures trading chat room, you go to what's it called now? You go to sound right here. Also ensure that your notification is on, and your show message previews, ensure it's on. And then for sound, make sure you're using the sound Slack Huddle invite. It's a very good one. Whenever anything drops on the futures trading chat room, it is the very particular sound that I hear, and it is very, very audible. Okay, please. And also for smart notification, you can set it to 2 to 3. And then also for priority, you can set it as same as setting. Okay, and also pop-up notification, please enable it, and that's all. That's all. Then if you do that, you would have a definite and a very wonderful sound for the futures trading. Okay, that's that. Also, I want us to look at the current reversal that happened. Like we all know, the reversal happened because of the comment of the U.S. President Donald Trump, who discussed that the U.S. is considering buying into the cryptocurrency, and that was the reason for the sudden pump in the bear market. That pump, I can tell us for free, it is not organic, and it is just a matter of time. It will find its way back down, okay, and it will continue going in the direction that it was meant to go previously. Let me see. All right, if we look here on the weekly, we will see the supports or we'll see there's been an order block previously though, and then it coincided with when the US President Donald Trump gave his speech, and from here the markets reversed and then started going up. Now this is a very critical junction for BTC. Okay, there's a sell order block here. Now, is this price going to break this sell block, or is it going to return down from here? I can tell us for free that we can only wait to see the next weekly candle that gets to form at 1 a.m. Nigerian time. When that candle forms, we will know what is in for BTC, if it will continue the rally up or if it would from here come down. Now, if the candle should further progress, then the first price we need to take cognizance of will be 82,493. And if that range, if it breaks, then the next range we have to look out for will be what? 93,693, where we have the blue line. Okay, so let's not get fooled. This activity that is happening in the market is called the what? It's called the bull trap. What is a bull trap? A bull trap is when the market is in a bear season However, you see the bulls taking over, looking as though they are going to take the price to the moon. No, they will not take the price to the moon. They will only push it down to somewhere before the bear takes over again, and then they continue to push the price back down. So let's not get fooled. Let's not get trapped. Okay, we are still in the bear season, and the bear season comes to an end December. That was why when I was sharing signals, spot signals in the chat room in the platform, I was telling us this is only for educational purposes. I want to see how far the bull trap will last. That was why I said it is only for educational purposes, and I did not expect any one of us to trade it. Okay, and so far, some of them, they've been wonderful. They've been the take profit has been hit. We see take profit as high as 13%, 15%. We can see some of them here. Can we see my screen?
Yes, please. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. We can see Litecoin here. I dropped the signal just for educational purpose. This Litecoin, it was 14%. It's been it has delivered already. Also, we can see right here. This is Cardano, 16%. It has delivered also. This is also BNB, 10%. It has delivered. This is Polkadot, 10%. It has delivered. This is AAVE, 10%. It has delivered. This is Solana, 14%. It has delivered. This is Zcash, 15%. It has delivered. And all these happened within the space of how many days? Let me see. I think this is August 21. I started all this posting. Okay, this is also Render. Render delivered 10%. This is QNT. QNT delivered 10%. Okay, and I think that's all. But I started posting this educational content. I started posting it on August 20. And today is August 23. Oh, Mr. Shaye.
Yes, I can hear.
Please, I need you to help me do a calculation. This is 10% delivered, okay. Plus I want to see the total percentage that got delivered. This is another 10% right here. Okay. Then we have another. Okay, we have another 15% here.
Okay.
And then we have another 14% here.
Okay.
And then we have another 14 here. No, this is 10, not 14. Because I can see my 2 right here. So this is 10%. I must have made a mistake when I was typing it. So this is another 10% here.
Okay.
And we have another 10% here.
Okay.
We have another 10% again.
Okay.
And then we have another, okay, the rest are yet to deliver. I think that's all that, okay, we have another 14% here that has delivered. And then, okay, that's all for now. And the others, they are yet to deliver. How many percent did we have within the space of 20th to 23rd? How many percent delivered? I think that's about 103%.
103%.
103.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing, my people? Isn't that amazing? Within the space of 3 days, even the 3rd day is yet to be complete. This is the 3rd day, and we are just in the afternoon. So you see when I tell us about, yes, thank you. So you see when I tell us about the bull season coming, and I tell us to prepare, and I tell us that we would achieve a lot, even though I don't sugarcoat anything for us, even though I don't try to bamboozle us into believing anything. But I've just set out the plan and I've showed us. And I know we all believe in it. Now, we are in bear season, but the market reversed sharply and we took advantage. Look at what we were able to get within the space of 3 days. 100%. How much more when we are in bull season? How much more when the robot is working for you? can we all see? Can we all see? It's very bright. Like, I mean, next year is very, very bright. If you cannot see it yet, then I don't know how to tell you again. This is just like a sneak peek of what is to happen in the next year and the year to follow, which is when we have our plan, when we'll have our plan running. Like, I can't just fathom it. It was just coming, like the signals just aligned, and everything. I was just speaking them, and look at, I didn't even know it was up to this. We have 103% already just between 2.5 days. My people, it's up to you. If you don't take advantage of the year to come, which is 2027 and 2028, well, it is up to you. I've not bamboozled us. I've not sugarcoated anything. The results are the ones showing themselves. They are the ones speaking for themselves. So I don't know what else we would have, we would need to convince us other than this. Okay. Does anybody have anything to say to this before I move on?
Please, I have something to say.
Does anyone have anything to contribute to this?
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Mr. Gabriel, I think you are new in our midst.
Exactly. Good afternoon, everyone.
Oh, Mr. Gabriel, new back.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I thank God for this wonderful training. But I want to say that some of us, like me particularly, I'm not in that group, so I would like to be in that.
Mr. Gabriel,
WhatsApp,
your network is breaking, or is it from my end alone? Can we hear him clearly?
Yes, I can hear him. He said that he really appreciates this, but yes, he's not in the Telegram group yet. So I'll give him the link and set him up, definitely.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Good to have you. Good to have you, Mr. Gabriel. Good to have you. Please feel free. You are welcome to our midst. We love you and we wish you the best of success has for you.
Thank you so much.
Settle in, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
All right.
You're welcome, sir. All right. Yes. So I'm glad Trump made that comment, and the market took a reverse, and we saw what happened between the space of 2 days. Okay, so that should give us an idea of what is to come. What is to come, I can tell us, is very, 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 very massive. Very, very massive. Okay, 10%, 15%, 20%, you see them get easily filled when next year comes. Okay, so let's be hopeful and let's be optimistic. Very, very optimistic. All right, the next thing I want to share with us, for those of us who are interested in building team, I shared in the Royal Q Value AI chat room some resources for many of us who are interested in building team. These are very, very wonderful materials to use to display on your WhatsApp, on your Telegram, on your Facebook, on your IG. And by the way, let's not forget that when we bring any team members into the platform, they are going to be registered under you for that plan that we have for next year. They are not going to be registered under me. So when I say put it out there, it's not for me, it is for you. They are going to be your downliner, and Royalkey is going to pay you a $30 registration fee upon their registration. And after that, every successful trade they place, you get a commission from it. And don't forget, next year is going to be full auto for those who want full auto, and it's going to be semi-auto for those who want semi-auto. And you know the bot can trade up to 100 times in a day, even more than, I can tell you that for free, even more than 100 times a day. So imagine the bot trading more than 100 times a day. Do you know what your commission is going to be? It's going to be a lot. So please make sure you have people under you so that you can get that benefit from that angle. Okay. There are going to be more content coming our way, so it's up to us to use it to our advantage. All right. So also our meeting, there are some contents that I shared earlier in respect to the meeting to bring people on board, for those who want to bring people on board. So please look for them and then use them to your advantage. Now, that's all that I have for us. Let's get straight into today's activity. Last time we talked about trend lines. trend lines. I have some questions for those who were present in last meeting. When the market is in an uptrend, how do we draw our trend line? Let me look at those whom we have on the call. Okay, Mr. Sheye was present last week. Mr. Festus was not present.
Ask those who didn't come. Maybe they will try.
Mr. Festus, your network is not clear. Are you the one trying to talk?
No, it's Eugene. I'm saying that even those who didn't come for the meeting, who are not in the meeting, please ask them if they will try.
Interesting. Mr. Adrian, you want us to ask those who didn't come, right? Because they should have seen the video by now, right?
Yes, they should have seen the video.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we'll take a different approach this evening then. Okay, let's do it this way. Last week we didn't have much people in the on the call, and those who were present were just about 3 or 4. And I must tell you, we drilled ourselves, and they all answered amazingly. And the reason why we drilled ourselves is just to ensure that we are catching up. I don't want anybody to be left behind. We must all understand the nitty-gritty of our business. We must all be able to sit with the screen and say, okay, this is an uptrend, this is a downtrend. Okay, there's going to be a change of character very soon. Okay, there's going to be a fair value gap. Okay, when we test this fair value gap, there's going to be a reverse. I want us to all be on the same page. Because when you are on this page that I'm talking about, when you have your downliners and they have questions that are bugging them, you'll be able to explain to them. You will not have need to be reliant or wait for Coach Philip before you are able to answer them. So this is the reason why I usually draw us many times to ask us questions so that I can be sure we understand these things. And the people who were present last class, every question I asked them, they answered beautifully. Okay, beautifully. So what I'll do now is I'll exclude those that were present last week, like Mr. Eugene suggested. Mr. Sheye is exempted from the questions that I'm going to be asking. Madam Modupe is going to be exempted from the question I'm going to be asking. Mr. Moses is going to be exempted from the questions I'm going to be asking. And who was the last person we had last time? Mr. Sheye, can you help me? I think that's all the people we had the last session.
Yes, I got the 3 of us.
I think so. That's all. Mr. Sheye, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I think just the 3 of
Mr.
us.
Sheye?
Yes, I think just the 3 of us.
Okay, just the 3 of us. Okay, great. Yes, I heard you already. Just the 3 of us. It's fine. I think your network is not so clear. It's breaking also. The network is bad everywhere. Even mine. I don't have 5G. Instead of 5G, I don't have 5G. So we'll just manage. All right. So the 3 of you can just sit back and listen to others. For Mr. Eugene, I can see some new name. I can see David Etukesin. You're welcome. I know you are new in our midst. Please, you're exempted also. Let's not put you on hot seat. Except if you are interested in answering, okay? Mr. Folari Adeshino, you're welcome into our midst. I know you're also new. Just feel free and enjoy others' contributes to the question. Mr. Gabriel, also, you're exempted. Ifeanyiwa Ngozi, I believe that's a female. You're also welcome. Just enjoy the wonderful time we are also enjoying as well. Okay, Wallet, you're also welcome. I believe that's a new person also. And okay, I think that's all. Mr. Remix is no longer new. Mr. Michael is not new. Mr. Eugene is not new. Mr. Festus is not new. Okay, and that's all. All right, so let's get to the question. My first question for the evening is this. When the market is in an uptrend, how do I draw my trend line? How do I draw my trend line? My what's it called? Is hung already. It's not moving. This is the network. Am I still being heard, please?
Yes, you are being heard, but it's cracking.
Oh, it's breaking. Yeah, it's the network. Even my what's it called trading view is not going through. It's hung already. let's just give it some seconds. Let's see what comes out of it. Let me shut it down and then open it again. Oopsie. It's the network. I have 5G on, but it's not going through. It's hung already. Okay, hang on, people. Just give me 1 minute. Let me see if I can salvage this situation. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, Madam Oyife, are you there?
Yes, I'm with you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, ma. Please, the question they are asking,
yes, sir,
before our coach comes in,
yes,
you have an idea now, definitely. Brief us now, please, before he comes back.
You draw from the beginning of the trend now. From the beginning of the trend to the as into the end of the trend below, as in, and it serves as your support.
Okay, you said it below exactly.
Yeah.
Things are not
Yes,
trend.
below,
Not
as in that's
downtrend.
below swing lows.
Yeah,
Downtrend is going to be above, from the beginning of the downtrend to the end of it.
All right. Thank you so
Coach is not back. I'm giving expo.
Madam Mudipe, I talk to you. I talk to Madam
Mr. Eugene, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, my sister. How are you doing now?
I'm fine, oh.
Happy Sunday.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, yes. All right, so let's get back to work. Let's see if our trading view will go through. The network is still lagging. Oh, okay.
Let's all just kindly hold on. Our coach will soon be back. The network is really funny. And I also just want to encourage us while we're waiting for the coach. Let's do all that is necessary to watch the replays of the videos of the trainings. It's really going to help you and I so much. I can tell you this confidently that the trainings we're getting here is a blessing. I tell you this. I tell you, I don't know about any other person. I know everybody has their comment here. Those that have been coming up, but I tell you that if you actually stand firm on this and learn, you will truly smile at the end of the day. I'm a living testimony, honestly speaking. I'm just so confident. I'm grateful to God. So please, I encourage that. Yes, it is the best. Thank you so much, Madam Modipe. It's one of the best training. I've been paying for some training. I've been paying for some. All right, but this is God. This is God's gift. That's me. This is God's gift. So if God is giving you a gift, please grab it. Grab it, create time. If you need to wake up in the night and go through the video, I tell you all the series that has been done from series 1. So if you're in my team all right, and you not want to just chat me back, I'm going to you watch all the series, watch and practice. Give yourself 2 weeks, 1 month. You smiling and you said, if you are how you wish you had known this. I tell you that. This I'm encouraging everyone, either you're my team, but so far you are here. Please do it for your good. Please do it for your good. You will see some platforms and you just close your eyes. You say this one, they don't know what they are doing. Why? Because of what you also know now. And I want to say something before our coach comes back, right? Most of us that we did Royal Kill, a lot of people are really bitter about Royal Kill. Do you know the reason why? Because we really don't know how to trade. And the leaders we had to really take us through the right way. I have to be honest. I thought they were being wicked. But when I spoke with our coach, I said, no, they are not being wicked. If you don't know, you don't know. So you can't give what you don't have. So, but like, I have told myself I'm giving Royal Kill the third chance. And I know the result already. Before even giving it a chance, I know the result. It has to be exceedingly better than whatever I've gone through. For those that have gone through, I know a lot of people they're really feeling bad about it. I know. All right. I have a lot of friends that, in short, don't mention Royal Kill in their environment. But it's because we didn't have the knowledge. So when you take this knowledge and you work with it, all right, practice what you have been taught. Don't allow another class to come before you practice what you have done, before you go through the one they've taken off. Because if it gets too muddled off, it might look so stressful. But as soon as the training is done, please, the next day, create time, watch it. Watch it before the next class. So that when you're stepping into the next class, you're already refreshing and you'll be able to have what we call continuity. And before you know, success is guaranteed. All right? Please. That's my encouragement to everybody.
I heard everything you said. I was back for a while, but I was enjoying your encouragement.
I didn't know. Thank you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just wanted you to encourage the people, and it's a very good one. Thank you so much for that, sir. You've said it well. Even for all of us that are Christians here, I believe we have lots of Christians in our midst. The Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Okay. And just like we all know that the lack of knowledge does so much danger in our world today, so much danger. And the only thing that differentiates the people who are really successful from the people who are not is just knowledge. It's just knowledge. So please, you have the knowledge at your fingertip, utilize it. All right, let's get straight back to where we were. All right, we can, Mr. Moses, the first question goes to you. Mr. Moses, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is this, oh, sorry, Mr. Moses was present in the last class. I mean Mr. Michael, not Mr. Moses. Mr. Michael, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, is this an uptrend or a downtrend?
You're not sharing your screen, please.
Oh, you can't see my screen. Oh, okay, let me share my screen. I thought you were seeing my screen. Let me share my screen again. Can we see my screen?
I can't see the screen, but let somebody else respond. Mrs. Modipe, can you see the screen?
No, it's not showing. Okay, we are seeing it now.
Awesome, thank you. Awesome. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Michael, is this an uptrend or a downtrend?
This is a downtrend.
Thank you. Okay, so if I want to draw my trend line, where do I draw my trend line? Do I draw it above or below?
Yeah, you draw it from top to bottom.
From top to the bottom. Okay, do you mean from top to the bottom like this? Let me give you an example. Is it like this?
Yes, yes.
Like this. Okay, thank you, Mr. Michael. Who else was not in the last class? Let me see. Okay, Mr. Festus, over to you, sir. Do you agree with Mr. Michael on this? Is this the way to draw my trend line if we're in a downtrend?
No.
Okay, what's your
trend line is just you take from the recent swing high to swing low, but not from the bottom, from the top. if you want to draw from, you want to drop as downtrend. The recent you can take from the recent, because you cannot start from the up from recent swing high to the swing low. Then you're able to see the edges there, put it properly so that when the breakout happens, you know. Though I don't use trend line because it's subjective. I don't use it.
But in essence, I think
very well.
The one you're talking about right now, let me put yours in red. Does it look like what you're talking about?
Yes, when you take from the swing highs and swing low, whether the recent one to the bottom.
Thank you, Mr. Festus.
The same goes to the also.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Festus. We'll come to the uptrend. Okay, Mr. Festus, did you see the last recording we did? Did you see it yet? The last recording that was uploaded. Did you watch it yet?
I know with all of these things, so I thank God for you helping us again to refresh us. I'm good. I understand it properly, and I watch it, so it's all good. Yeah.
Okay, great. Mr. Michael, did you watch the last recording?
No, I've not been able to do that.
Okay, so there's a reason why I asked. I think that's just the difference. Aside from the fact that Mr. Festus knew all of this before, he has also seen the recording. Okay, but for you now, it means you are behind in the things we learned from the last class. So please, after this class, endeavor to watch it, sir. So the one you suggested, the one you said we should draw underneath, Mr. Michael, that's not how we draw trend line in a downtrend. Okay, the way Mr. Festus asked us to draw it is the way we draw a trend line for a downtrend. The trend line is meant to bring from, just like Mr. Festus said, from the swing high, from the recent swing high, then down to the current candle we have. Just like you can see, this is I don't want to show you a swing high yet because I still have a question on that. All right, but this is the correct way to go about it. Thank you, Mr. Festus. All right, let me look at who I have next that was not present in the last class. Okay, Mr. Remix is relatively new. Okay, so let me not ask him. Okay, let's just throw the other questions out to those who were present. Okay, so Madam Odupe, this is to you because I caught you were giving people expo while I was away. So please tell me, this is a downtrend. What do we call this region? What do we call this region? You said what, Ma?
No, not you, sir. It was my daughter. Excuse me.
Okay.
I'm with you, sir.
What do we call this region here? These regions that I'm marking out now, what do we call them in a downtrend? After having drawn our trend line, what do we call these regions?
They are swing highs.
Thank you very much. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. The reason why I'm doing this is just to refresh our minds, just to ensure that we are all on the same page, so that we don't just keep building without not remembering the things we did previously. Okay, so this is for a downtrend. Let's look for an uptrend, and also let's examine an uptrend. Okay, this candle does not have an uptrend yet. Let's look at Solana. Let me look at Solana. All right, this is Solana right here, and we can call this an uptrend. Does anyone agree with me? We can call this an uptrend. Does anyone agree with me? We can call this an uptrend.
Yes, it's an uptrend.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Michael. Okay,
yes,
Mr. Michael.
We agree.
Okay, Mr. Michael, if this is an uptrend, where do I draw my trend line? Do I draw it above or below?
Okay, you draw it from the below to the top.
Okay.
To the top.
there's a reason why I called you, Mr. Michael. I know you've not watched the video and you watch it. I only called you just to encourage you. It's just easy. It's not hard. When we draw our trend line above for downtrend, the flip side is what we do for the uptrend. For the downtrend, we draw it above. For the uptrend, we draw it just below. So it's just opposite each other. So if it is going down and we draw it above, it simply means when the market is going up, we draw it below. From the recent swing low and then to the current candle we have. So let's look at it. Or if not to the current, okay, for this example now, the current candle is gone very far and there's been a change of character even after this uptrend. So we can just take it from the order block, or from the order block is just fine, and then we can take it to where the markets change character and broke the trend line. So let's take, for instance, this is another block here. Okay, this is a very good one. Let me change this color right here. This is an uptrend, and that's why I'm drawing my trend line just underneath it. Mr. Michael, you understand how we draw the trend line for the uptrend now, right?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, very good. Well done, sir. So this is it. As we can see, after the market started from here, okay, it went up. There was a little bit of correction, and then it went up again. And right after here, the market consolidated. We can see this choppy face. It consolidated and approached the trend line and respected the trend line, didn't break the trend line. Okay, and then from there, this is what we can call a swing low. Okay, and then we saw it go up again before we saw another pullback, and then this time around it broke the trend line. And from here we can confirm that there's already a downtrend, because we can also see a change of character here, which we are still going to talk about very much well in the next phases of our classes. So we saw that the market, at some point, it was respecting the trend line. Okay, it respected the trend line here. And by the way, it's because this is a weekly time frame. That is why you can see that it's only one swing low we have. If we are in 4 hours time frame or 1 hour time frame, we'll see a lot of swing lows. I'll show us on the lower time frame very soon. Okay, now by the time you calculate how many candles we have here, you see that it's already a year, because from this blue candle, from this blue line right here, you can see to this blue line, it's a year. Right here, you can see the dates. This is Monday, 6th of November, 2023, and this is Monday, 4th of November, 2024. So you see a whole lot of has gone down even before on the weekly time frame, before we had a swing low and what we call a testing of the trend line. Do we understand that? And eventually the market came down, retested, and before it further went down. Okay, we are just doing a quick recap of the last session we had. Okay, good job to all of us that answered questions, both those who got it right and those who didn't get it right. I commend us all. Well done to us all. In essence, why we are doing this is just so that we can all be on the same page. Everybody in this team must be successful in the art of analyzing the market. In the art of market analysis, we must all be successful. And this is how we'll continue to call ourselves, to ask ourselves questions until we are all on the same page, until we all come up higher together. Okay, that is the goal. That is why we are having this class. Okay, so good job to us all. Let's move on straight to, okay, sorry, I said I was going to show us on a lower time frame. Let me quickly show us on a lower time frame before we move on to what we have for today. Okay, so if we look at what we have here, right here, let's take it from this other block here, and then let's draw a trend line. Okay, as at now, we can see that the market is still respecting the trend line. Although there was a sharp decline over here, there was a sharp decline here. You can see the candle reaching this level the sellers pushing down to this level, trying to break the trend line. However, the buyers stepped in and they pushed the sellers back up. Pushing them back up, they couldn't close below the trend line. Okay, since they didn't close below the trend line, we can't call this a break of trend line. The wick in this regard doesn't matter. It is if the candle, the body of the candle, if it has closed below the trend line, that is when we can say, okay, maybe we are going to break the trend line. But as long as they were pushed back and the body of the candle didn't close below the trend line, then it is just a test. It is not a break. It only tested the trend line, but didn't break the trend line. Okay, so we see that this sharp decline also respected the trend line. And then this is what we can call a swing high or swing low. Mr. Moses, is this a swing high or a swing low?
It's a swing low.
Thank you, Mr. Moses. This is a swing low, okay? And then we saw that from after the price got rejected at this level, it went back up, a little bit choppy, then went back up, then coming back, it still respected this trend line, and then it's still going up. Okay, so that is it on a lower time frame. So we can see we have several tests of the trend line. Okay, we have 2 here already, so we can see that. All right, so let's move on to what we have for today. For those who, we have lots of new members. I think towards the end of the class, I would just like to hear our voices. I would just like us to give us a quick shout out. I can see more new faces, more new names. We have Olumide Komolafe. We have Olele Christopher. I spoke with you already. We have Metro Wallet. I don't think we've heard your voice. We would like you to give us a quick shout out. Maybe after towards the end of the class. I've spoken with Jackson Olele. I haven't spoken with Ngozi. I haven't spoken with Mr. Folarin. I haven't spoken with who else? Mr. David. Okay, so I'll be speaking with us. Just a quick shout out to the team before we call it an end today. All right, so what we have today is a continuation of where we stopped the last time. So we are already on trend line, and we've done horizontal trend line. For those of us that are just joining us, you might want to visit our past recording so that you can come up to speed with us. We've covered horizontal trend line, and now we are on what's it called? Vertical or what's it called now? Okay, horizontal zones, which is the support and the resistance. And now we are covering trend lines. Okay, and today we'll start with this: the psychology of zones or levels. The psychology of zones or levels. In the crypto market, prices often stall or reverse at round or whole numbers, e.g., $50,000 or $100,000, simply because of human nature. Okay, so this type of zone or level is associated with human emotion. Okay, because it's a rounded figure, they will have a sentiment towards it that this zone should hold. It shouldn't break easily. Okay, just like let me show us BTC real quick. If we look at BTC on 4 hours, okay, you see that this is a critical area for BTC right now. I'm trying to do 80,000. Okay, you see that this is a critical area for BTC right now. It's an area where we have a round price, $80,000. Okay, is it going to break this region? We don't know yet. However, the price is still oscillating around this 80,000 and then 70 and let's see, and 75,000. Okay, if we also look at past record, let's go to daily. If you look here, let me get my 2, you will see that this is 58,000 right here. Okay, and you see that the price didn't break this price level down. It didn't break this region. The price respected the candle respected this region, this price region, and couldn't break it down. And from here, the price went back up. This was not too far away. Okay, this was just around July 2026. The price quickly touched 58 and then from there went back up. Okay, so those are the areas we are talking about. Okay, the areas wherein it's a psychological zone. They just have a sentiment towards that area that it shouldn't break. It shouldn't break. And why? It's because it's a whole number, like 50,000, like 58,000, like 100,000. Okay. All right, let's move on. Next, we have moving averages. Indicators like the 50-day or 200-day simple moving average, or simple way to call it is SMA, or exponential moving average, the EMA, frequently act as what? Dynamic support or resistance, moving up or down with the current trend. For people who have used EMA before or SMA before, you will know what we are talking about. Very soon we'll see an example of an EMA. Okay. Now I'll read the definition again. It says indicators like the 50-day or 200-day simple moving average or exponential moving average frequently act as what? Dynamic support and resistance, moving up or down with the current trend. So moving averages go along with the price. Okay, if you look at what we have here, you will see that we have two moving averages there. The one in a very thick blue, we have exponential moving average, which shows the uptrend, the upward trend faster than does the simple moving average. So the blue one shows the uptrend faster than the light blue, while the light blue is the what? Simple moving average. Why the deep blue is the what? Exponential moving average. So what they do is they follow the price. Now, if you look at what we have here, you see that after the price broke these trend lines here, or the SMA or the EMA, it came back to test the exponential moving average and then respected it and went up. Okay, it came down here, it was choppy a little bit and then went back up before finally breaking it and then retesting and not breaking it. And also, if we look at the next one, we'll also see that the price also broke this place and then the exponential moving average was just below it, just like what? A trend line. Okay, I have used SMA and EMAs before, but I don't really like them, and so I don't use them anymore. For people who have been in Royal Q or in other groups before, I don't know if your mentors or your coaches, if they've used the Bollinger Band or the SMA or the EMA. Okay, so basically the way it works is sometimes they could even have EMA 50, EMA 100, and EMA 99. One is going to act as what? A resistance. One is going to act as a what? A support, and one is going to always follow the trend. When I was using the moving average, I used to use 3 moving averages. One is going to act as support, one is going to act as resistance, and one is going to act as what? As the trend itself. So it means when the price goes up and touch the support, if it doesn't break it, it means it is coming back down. It's just like a Bollinger Band. And when the price touches this, when the price touches the resistance, and when the price comes back to touch the support and doesn't break it, it simply means it goes back up. Okay, and so on and so forth like that. So that is another type of what? Trend lines. Okay, let's see what we have next. Okay, so practical strategies to trading support and resistance. This is a practical strategies to trading support and resistance. We have number 1, bounce trading. Traders buy near a strong support level, anticipating a price bounce, or sell near resistance. Okay, they are anticipating a price pullback. Now, for the bounce trading, traders buy near a strong support level. Okay, how do we know a support is strong? If you look at what we have here on BTC, you and I can agree. Let me delete this. Okay, I think I marked that for purpose. Okay, let me take it off. I'll mark another one. Let's look at this support right here. Now, you and I can agree that this support right here is a strong one. Why? Because data shows that this support has been tested several times and it wasn't broken. before it eventually shot up. Now, if it had been tested one time, like what we have here in this discount region, then we can't call it a strong support. Because why? Data, there's no much data to prove that it is really a strong support. When you do something one time, you can't draw conclusion from it just one time. But if it has been done over and over again, you could be able to draw inference from it. Now, if you look at this, it was tested the first time, the second time, the third time, and then the fourth time before eventually going up. So this is a strong support. So traders who trade on bounce, they wait for the price to, if the price were to be up, they wait for it to come down and then they buy, and then when it goes up, they sell. Now, that is what the bounce traders, that is what they do. Traders buy near a strong support that won't break. Another way to look at this is if we have a sideways movement. Let me see, what token do we have there that is presently doing a sideways movement? Let me see. I don't know if you can see anyone doing a side. Okay, good. I have one that is doing a sideways movement here. Let me see. Oh, I took it off already. Okay, let me see if it's here. Okay, I think I should see from here. Okay, this is on a daily. Let's go to a 1 hour time frame. Let me take this off. The signal sold already. Let me take this off also. Let me take this off. Then let's go back to 4 hours so that we can see clearly what I have to show us. Good. Now, look at this. This is a sideways or a choppy market. If you look at this, this price at multiple times respected this support right here. It respected this support right here at multiple times, okay? And also it respected the resistance. And by the way, it is still respecting it because there's no breakdown or break up yet. The price is still oscillating in and around this box. So for bounce traders, they already know that the market is doing a sideways movement. So what do? What they do is this: when the market, since it has proven itself, it has occurred 2 or 3 more times, okay, what they just simply do is they wait for the market to come down to the support, and then they buy, and then they target this region here. Can you see? You've gotten 15% and you're out already. And that is for spots. Now for futures, they wait for the markets to come touch this region again, and then they sell, and then they take also 13%. Can you see that? So this sideways movement, all you just need to do is although I have a box here, what you just need to, you can use a box, or better still, you can just draw your line like this. You can draw your support like this. If you don't want to use a box, and then your resistance, you bring it down towards this. Let me unlock it. You bring it down towards this region, right? Now you already have a support and a resistance. Until the price breaks either of these and closes below, that is when you know the price is headed for a new direction. Okay, if you look at what happened there, there was a sharp pullback here, like a sharp breakout. The candle broke out, but it didn't close below the support. Immediately, the buyers pushed the price back up into the box, into the region where the sideways movement is happening. And then it simply means that the sideways movement still continues. If this breakout, if the candle had closed below this support like this, let me show us. Let me quickly do something for us. So when there was a breakout towards the downside, if the candle had closed as a red candle like this with a big body, then we already know that we are headed towards the downside. But because it didn't happen so, However, what happened was that the buyers pushed the price back into the region where the sideways market was happening, then it simply means the sideways market still continue. Do we understand how the bounce trading happens now? If you understand how it happens, can you give me a thumbs up, please? Awesome. Just okay. I can see Mr. Eugene already, Mr. Moses. I can see Mr. Gabriel. Good. How about Madam Odupe? Do you understand it? Madam Ngozi, do you also understand it? The new people that are joining us, do you understand? Okay. If I cannot see your thumbs up, then, okay. Metro understands it. Okay. Mr. Folari understands it also. Madam Ngozi, I'm particular about you because you are the second female in our midst. Are you still with us? If anyone, Ngozi, if you can hear me, if you understand it, can you give a thumbs up? If you don't understand it, please give a thumbs down. I'll wait for you. If you can understand it, give me a thumbs up. If you cannot understand it, give me a thumbs down. Okay, if I cannot see any, then it simply means you do not understand. Which one of us invited Madam Ngozi?
I invited her.
Okay, awesome. Let her know she will be fine. If she does not understand yet, let her revisit her past videos. Also, let her revisit this recording when it is uploaded. She would catch up speedily. I can guarantee that. All right, let's move on to the next one. We have breakout trading. Breakout trading. This is when price surges above resistance or plunges below support. Okay, this is when what price surges above resistance or plunges below support. What does it mean for something to plunge? It simply means this is a support right here. Let me draw it more straight. This is a support right here. Okay, and the price plunges down, just like the previous one that I showed us, but that was rejected. Okay, this is when something plunge. Okay, and when something is surges past resistance, it simply means it surges towards the upward side. Okay, so the breakout trading happens when price surges above resistance or plunges below support. It signals one second. It signals a shift in momentum. Traders often wait for a breakout and a retest to confirm the new trend before trading. I want us to pay attention to breakout trading because this is the strategy that we use to pick many of the signals that you see deliver fantastically. Okay, we don't just join a trend because it is going up. No, if you just join a trend because it is going up, what if the trend pulls back from there? You will be in floating loss if you are in spot trading. However, if you are in futures, just pray that the market comes back to your area later. If it doesn't, then you will lose your money. Okay. So we wait for what traders often wait for a breakout and a retest to confirm the new trend before trading. Why do they wait for a retest? They wait for a retest just to ensure that the resistance that we just broke through is now a support. If it is not a support, then it means you go nowhere. It means the market comes back down. Now, let me show us a very good example. Okay, let me use this BTR again. As we can see, market did what happened here? Can somebody tell me the right language to use right here for this candle right here? Mr. Which Mr. should I call now? Madam Odupe, what happened right here according to this definition? The definition says it's either the price surges above resistance or plunges below support. So tell me what happened here. Did the price surged above or it plunged below?
I'm just seeing your screen now. My screen has been blank since.
Okay.
So from this, it plunges above the resistance. From what I'm seeing here.
Let me show you what I want you to answer. This is what I'm talking about. Now, did the price?
Okay, where the arrow is?
Yes, this week right here, where I have my box.
Okay.
Did the price plunge below or the price surged past the resistance?
It surged below the support.
Okay, so you're getting it, but I think you're mixing the phrases. Okay, let's look at the definition again. The definition says when price surges above resistance, which means it is going up, or when price plunges below support. So now, can you rephrase your sentence? Did the price surge above resistance or it plunged below support?
Plunge below support.
It plunges above resistance.
Okay, Madam Modupe, I think you need to revisit this video when the recording is out. The person who just spoke now has helped you out. The price plunged below the support. Madam Modupe, don't forget that the support is the one we have right here, and the resistance is the one above.
Yes.
You know, I've told us
One
that
above.
resistance is like a ceiling, and the support is like a what? A floor. Okay, so if you look at this image, you can see right before you, this is the floor right here. Let me use this. This is the floor right here. Okay, this line is the floor. Can you see that? This is the floor. Okay, and this one right here is the ceiling. You can see the ceiling right here. This is the ceiling. Okay, now, according to the definition, something happened here. You can see that there's a long wick here, Madam Modupe. Okay, now, this long wick, did it plunge below the support or it broke through the resistance?
It plunged below the support.
Okay, now you are getting it. It plunged below. Okay, so now it plunged below. Very good. Now, so if we, according to the definition, it says either the price surges above resistance or plunges below support. Now, what happens next is what? It signals a significant shift in momentum. However, traders often wait for a breakout and a what? A retest. Now, let's look at that breakout and retest. Now, the price did what? It plunged below the support. If we did not wait for, what's it called now? A retest, just as the definition says, and then from here, we were looking at maybe 5 or 10 or 15% down, thinking that the price is still going to continue to go down. Are we going to make a profitable trade? Not yet. Maybe we won't lose our money yet, but we'll be floating because the price went back into that region and it is still doing its what? Its sideways movement. But if we will wait for, just as the definition says, that for this type of trade called breakout trading, the traders often wait for a what? A breakout and a retest. Now, if we are patient enough, first of all, we'll see that the candle became a wick later on, which simply means what? The price did not close below. Even though it's plunged below, it didn't close below. Okay? It means buyers pushed the price back up, number one. Number two, there is no retest here. I know very well that we all understand what a retest is already. Okay? Let's look at what a retest is. Let's look for a retest here. Okay. We have a lot of retests here. Okay? So now let's look at a retest here. If we look at this trend previously was a what? A downtrend. Right here. Okay, can we see that? This is a what? A downtrend. All right. And at some point, the price broke through the trend over here. Okay. After breaking through, we could sometimes, you know, the reason why a retest is very important is so that you don't buy into a fake out. Imagine buying into this thinking it is going up and then it comes down, just like what happened here. Okay, imagine you see this and you did not wait for a retest and you thought the price would just continue to go down. However, the price went back up. Okay, you would have missed something. Now, this is why it is very important to wait for a retest. But if you look at what happened here, this scenario here, you see that after there was a what? A break, a surge past the what? The resistance. You know, I told us the last time that when we are in a downtrend and we are using a trend line, the trend line acts as what? As a resistance. And when we are in an uptrend, the trend line serves as what? As a support. So now this trend line now, we're in a downtrend here. It's serving as what? As a resistance. Now, when the price broke through, okay, it surged past the resistance, just like the definition said. what can you see that happened here? There was a retest. Look at this. The price came back to what? To test the trend line, but could not break it back into the downtrend. And then this trend line that was coming from the top, okay, let me do this. That was a what? A resistance all the way down here. Then from here, this same trend line now becomes a what? From here, it became a what? A support. I don't know if we get it. Now, let me use different colors so that we can get it much more better. Now, look at this. Okay. Can we see that? It was a what? It was a resistance all the way from here. It was a resistance because price respected it. All the way down here, price respected it. But after this, at this very junction, price broke, it surged past the resistance. And then it came back down and couldn't break the resistance that now turned support, couldn't break it to come back into this region to continue downwards, okay? Because it is possible that the price does this. Look at, it is possible that the price does this, okay? Respect the trend line, or even it could go out like this, and then comes back inside, and then continue like this. Look at that. It is possible it does this. Are we getting what I'm saying? So, but the price, after surging past the resistance, didn't do this. It didn't come back into this. It didn't break the support to come and make the support a resistance again. Rather, what happened was that it respected the previous support, which has now turned to the previous resistance, which has now turned to a support. You know, we talked about support and resistance flip. If we can remember, for people who were in the last class, and I think second to the last class also, when support is broken through, when a support is broken through and the price retests it and couldn't break it, it becomes what? A resistance. And when a resistance is broken through and there's a retest and then the price couldn't break it down, then it becomes a what? A support. So in essence, it means the resistance that was coming all the way from the top, after the price broke it here, retested it and could not break it down, then it became a what? Support. So it means this blue line, this blue trend line is now a what? A support. While the red one over here is what? A resistance. Now, we can see a retest here. And the price couldn't break the what? The now support. It couldn't break the support. So it's safe to say that from here, we can do what? We can take our measuring tool and measure a good amount of what? Percentage. And then we'll be okay with it. Even, however, after the price couldn't break this support, we can see clearly here that there was, first of all, a ranging market. If you look at this, you see that it's a ranging what? A ranging market. The price ranged, and for people who do bounce trading, they would have taken quite a number of profits until there was a breakout here. Look at this. Where's my 2? Until there was a breakout here, and then you could also see that what's it called now? The indicator we're using also confirmed it by putting right here a change of what? A change of character. So it's safe to say that after there was a breakout, after there was a surge past the what? The resistance, and there was a retest, and the retest could not break the support, it means it's safe for us to buy. Now, if we had bought from this region here, even if we don't want to wait for the sideways movement, so long we broke the resistance, we could buy up from here. And then if you look at the total amount or percentage this uptrend did, you see that it's a whole lot. Let me measure it for us, all the way from this choppy market all the way down here. That is 107%. Look at that. That's a lot. 107%. If you can see that, 107%. That's a lot. So we see the importance of what? Of a breakout and a what? And a retest. Even if it is a downtrend, you also need what? A retest. A retest. Now let's look for a downtrend and then a retest. Okay, now let's look at this. I'm coming. This is not so good. Okay, good. I think this will suffice. Okay, now, if you look at this, this is an uptrend right here. Okay, good. This is an uptrend right here. Okay. Now, at some point, you can see that the price was respecting the trend line. Look at this over here. You can see that the price pulled up. There was a retest. It respected the trend line. It went up again. A sharp decline. Okay, with the long wick, we can see it still respected the trend line. Went back up again, and then a pullback. We can see it still respected the trend line. Didn't break it. Okay, this is a support right now. Okay, and then went back up again, but couldn't go and beat the last higher high. Okay, and then there was a rejection. Look at this long wick. It's a rejection candle. Okay, this candle was previously a green candle, but the sellers pushed out the buyers. Okay, so that it became a what? What type of candle is this? Who can help me? What type of candle is this right here? Mr. Moses, Mr. Koye, Mr. I didn't get that. Okay, let's drop our answers in the chat room. Let's drop our answers in the chat room. I think the network is not so clear. I'll open the chat room now. I want to see our answers. Yes, we are recording, Mr. Shea. Thank you. I believe Madam Mutupe can see my screen now, right? Okay, so what type of a candle is that? For people who have been in this class for long. I'm waiting for us. I can't see anything yet. Am I still being heard?
Yeah, can we see the chat, sir? Let's see the chat.
Okay, the chat. Okay, awesome. I'm talking about this candle right here. One second. Oh, the chat ran away already. Let me bring it back there. Okay, so I was talking about this candle right here. Okay, so can we see it already before I take it away? This candle right here. This candle right here. Okay, so what type of a candle is this? Can we drop our answers in the comment section? Okay. Okay, gravestone, an inverted hammer, gravestone, gravestone doji. Thank you, everyone. We have all spoken well. That can be regarded as a what? A gravestone or an inverted hammer. Absolutely correct. Thank you very much. Now, and we all know what this means, right? It simply means that this was a territory of the green guys previously. However, the red guys, they stepped in and they defeated the green guys, sending them all away, sending them packing, okay? And then eventually burying them. Where's the candle again? And then eventually burying them, okay? The candle started out as a green candle. This was the opening. Let me show us the opening. This was the opening right here. That little body you can see is the opening, okay? And then the price, the green guys pushed the price all the way to the highest part of the week, but sellers stepped in and they pushed all of the green guys down all the way, even below down here, before the green guys pushed back up a little bit, and then the candle ended like this. And when we see this type of candle, we know what it means, right? It simply means sellers have taken over. Okay, and when you see a candle like this, just know that something big is about to shift in the pricing, in the trend. And eventually we saw that indeed it's shifted, because what happened next was series of red candles, and then they broke the trend line. After breaking the trend line, we can see that there's a retest. You might not be able to see it on this 4-hour time frame, but if I go to 1 hour time frame, you will see the retest. Now let's go to 1 hour time frame so that you can see that of a truth we need to wait for a retest. Where is that? Okay, good. Here we are. Now, can we see that after there was okay, let me adjust this since we are now on a lower time frame. Good. Now, after the price was rejected right here, This is the rejection candle right here. Okay, you know we are now in 1 hour time frame, so we'll see 4 hours. We'll see 4 candles right here, making up what 4 hours. Okay, so there was a rejection where you can see the box here. All right, the price failed to come and beat the last higher high. Okay, and then it formed a what, a lower high. I'm beginning to introduce some terminologies to us. I know we are good already, and we can start to deal with those terminologies. Okay, so the price failed to beat that last higher high, and then it formed a what, a lower high. Now, what we need to watch out for right here is what, to come and beat this region right here, because this was the what, this was the last higher low. Okay, this was the last higher low. Let me take this away. Let me also take this away now. Okay, so the price came this way, it came this way, and then pulled back, and then went back up and could not break, could not take out this guy, and then came again and broke. It did what? It plunged the support, plunged below the support. Now, this is the support right here. Look at that support. Let me exit my annotation. Look at this. This is the support right here. Okay. And this area right here is the what? Is the low, the higher low. Okay. So it broke below the higher low, and then now the market is headed down. Okay. Now, do we understand the purpose for a retest now? After we failed to break this, and then we came down, we came back up, we came down. This long wick right here is a retest. Okay, it simply means this was a green candle before, it was up, but it was rejected, and then it became a red body candle. This candle right here, let me show us. This candle right here, this one, it was previously a what? A green candle. Okay, let me see. Let me try to go down even much more. I'm coming. Let me try to go to 30 minutes. And okay, good. We are here. All right. Okay, awesome. Now, this right here is the retest. This right here, I'm coming. This right here is the retest. Okay, you can see the long wick that we saw previously that we didn't see a body. This is what happened there. Okay, it tried to retest, but it was rejected, and then from there we saw a continuation of a downtrend. We are going to look at this much more, even when we start to talk about what's it called, our indicator, the smart money indicator. Let's take another example and let's look at what we have there. Let's take another example and let's look at what we have there. Okay, let's go to the recent one so that I don't have to travel too far. Okay, so the market started supplying from this region. This was the last higher high right here. Okay, now we will see that after I'm coming. Let me get my two. Let me take off all of these guys also. Let me take them all off. Okay, now let me start from the beginning of the trend. This is the beginning of the trend right here. Right here. This is the beginning of the trend. Okay, so we started seeing series of higher highs and higher low. This is right here. Where's my text to? Okay, good. Right here we have higher high. Okay, this is higher high. Okay, this is higher low right here. No, not this one. Text. Okay, this is higher low. This is another higher high right here. And then over here is what? Over here is another higher low. And then right here is another higher high. And then over here is another higher low. And then we have the last one, which is higher high, another higher high. And then right here, we have the last higher low. Okay, are we understanding? If we can understand everything said so far down to this level before I start this explanation, kindly give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up if you can understand everything said so far. Or if you have a question, just indicate and then go ahead and ask a question now before we move into this next phase. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I can see a lot of people understand it. Okay, awesome. It simply means I should move on, right? All right, so what does this imply? These are the next set of things that we'll be dealing with in our subsequent classes, okay? We'll be looking at what's it called? The lingua or the jargon that is mostly used in what's in smart money concepts. I'm just throwing it, just borrowing some of it right now just to explain what we have here so that we can map out that retest that we talked about. Now, if you look at this, higher high simply means this high right here, this high right here, it's higher than the previous one. That is why it is called a higher high. And also, if you see this higher high right here is higher than the previous one, that is why it is also called what? Higher high. And just like that continuously, that is why we have higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. It highs before because the one that comes next is higher than the previous one. The one that comes next is higher than the previous one. Okay. And this one right here underneath also that is referred to as higher low, it simply means it is higher than the previous low. Okay. And if you also look at the next higher low, you also see that it is higher than the previous low. Okay. Now, let me help us also to give us a better visual representation. Another thing we can do is we can still draw our trend line. Okay. Just to help us understand it better. Look at this. Okay. So if you see what happened right here, you see that we're in an uptrend. So the series of lows that we had, they were higher than the previous ones. Okay, this one right here is higher than the previous one. Okay, the next one also is higher than the previous one. No, the next one also is higher than the previous one. Okay, and these are the things we refer to as what? As swing what in our trend line. We refer to them as what? Swing lows. Okay, swing lows. But however, in smart money concepts, we refer to them as what? Higher highs and what? Higher lows. They both mean the same thing. Okay, so we see a series of, no, this is not it. The last higher low was here. Right here. Okay, that is it right there. And then we can also see our higher highs also above right here. Okay, this is number one higher high. This is also another higher high. Let me take this one off after this. Let me take this off. Okay, we see the higher high there also. We see, okay, and we see the last one right here. I hope we are understanding so far. Okay, we'll join everything together very soon. Now, let me draw another trend line for us above. Okay, so that we can see clearly that we were in a what? In an uptrend. Look at this. Can you see this is a clear uptrend? Okay, every higher low is higher than the previous low. Okay, and every higher high is higher than the previous higher high. Okay, and the last higher high we had was right here. This one, right here. This one. Okay, this one right here. That was the last higher high. Now, when we had the last higher high, something happened. The market failed to beat the previous higher low. Okay, the market failed to beat the previous higher high. Okay, after this last higher high, after this one, the market came down towards this region. Okay, the market couldn't. It tried to break this higher low, but it was rejected. Okay, so let's put a line there. Let's put a line there. This is the line here. This is the last higher low. Okay, so after the higher low, the market came up, okay, and was supposed to do another higher low, and it did it. However, trying to go and form a new higher high, we can see the long wick right here. The price was rejected and couldn't do it. And then what followed next was what? A series of consolidation right here. You can see that the price was just hovering around this region. We're on the 4 hours time frame. That is why you will not see lots of candles. However, what simply happened is that what the price right here, after it was rejected right here, okay, it came down. After it was rejected, there was a little consolidation, then the price came down. But for us, we will not buy immediately. What we will do is what we'll wait for a retest. Now, let's see what happened afterwards. Now, if you look at this right here, after this plunging down, we can see a retest of this trend line, this resistance that was broken, this support that was broken, that is now a resistance. We can see a retest. Okay, after the retest, then we can be sure that since this price was rejected here also, we are good to go down. We are good to go down. Okay, if we look at what followed next, we'll see that although the market struggled at first, it didn't want to go down. It was choppy around this region. We had a lot of choppiness, but eventually what happened? Can you see that it went all the way down, even to the to the discount level right here, even to the discount level right here. Okay, and if we measure that, we'll see that that's a lot. After we did our confirmation, let me check. After our confirmation over here, let's see how many percent it is all the way to the discount level. That's 46%, and that's a lot. Okay, so it is very important that we wait for a retest. Okay, and after the retest, and then the price couldn't break to go and form a new higher high, we already know that we are on our way down, and that way we will be safe when we buy into the market. If you understand everything explained so far, give a thumbs up. I know this might be difficult for people who are just joining us, but I just encourage you to exercise patience. When we do it over and over and over again, you will understand it. Okay, somebody raised hand. Please go ahead and ask your question. Somebody raised up hand. Go ahead and ask your question. Okay, I guess that was a mistake. Okay, awesome. Now, we've overstretched that. So in essence, it simply means breakout trading. We wait for the price to surge above or to plunge below, and then we wait for a retest before we buy. That is all that means. Now, the next one we have right here is what market faces. This is a new topic in its own. I would say we take this from our next session. Before we round up, I just want to quickly give us another visual representation for those who might be struggling, okay, to understand everything said so far. Now, let's look at the market like this. The market moves this way, comes down, moves this way again, comes down, moves this way again, comes down. Now, at some point, the market fails to come and to beat this higher high right here, okay, and then it stops this way. Now, after having stopped this way, the price is not supposed to come and break this higher low right here. This is the higher low, okay? The first one was a low, and then we saw a higher high, and then we saw a higher low, okay? This high is higher than the previous high. This low is higher than the previous low, and then we saw another higher high, which is higher than the previous high, and then we saw another higher low, which is higher than the previous low, and then we saw another higher high, which is higher than the previous high, and then we saw another higher low, which is higher than the previous low. Now, what is supposed to happen right here is we are supposed to come back up like this. If the uptrend was still to continue, this is what we are supposed to have. But because the uptrend is tired and can't go up anymore, it simply means the price is going to stop like this, and it will not come and take out this higher high and come like this. No, it won't come. So what will happen is we are not supposed, if we are still in an uptrend, we are not supposed to come and to break this higher low. But the moment we see something happen like this, it simply means the uptrend is getting tired already. Now, after we see something like this, the next thing we want to watch out for is a retest, okay? And the retest, the region is this region, the last higher low, okay? Now, when we have seen that the price has broken the last higher low, we don't just step in and just buy like this, and just buy down. No, because sometimes market could do a thing. It could do its own thing, right? Even though we are not supposed to come back and break this higher low anymore, we can still come back and break it. However, the one that we are not even supposed to break at all, after we see something like this, after we see something like this, it is this region right here. Let me show us. This region right here, we are not supposed to come and break this region anymore. When we see a setup like this, the price can sometimes from here, okay, it can sometimes come back to this area like this, before it finally starts coming down. But the ideal thing we want to watch out for, after having seen a setup like this, the ideal thing we want to watch out for is this, a retest. And the retest happens like this. From here, the price is going to come back to test this what? Higher low. Why is it coming back to test the higher low? Don't forget that previously, this region right here, it was a what? It was a support. The price couldn't go below this. Now that the price has now broken the support, it wants to retest, maybe to still be able to break the what? The resistance, the support that has now flipped, that has now turned to resistance. The price will try to break it again. Ideally, it shouldn't break it, okay? What we should see is what? A resistance, because the support has now flipped into a resistance. We should see a resistance, and when there's a retest like this, this is the first place we are going to take what? Our first order. That's where we're going to take it. So from here like this, we are meant to measure when we see a retest like this, and the price couldn't surge past the resistance. What we are supposed to do is we are supposed to take our first trade like this. This is how we are supposed to take our first trade. Okay. Now, when we take this and it is filled, we wait for the price to go further down from here. I'm coming. We wait for the price to what? To come and test the previous, where's my 2 now? We wait for it to come and test this region right here. Okay? Which is now, the price just, this price right here now, again, it just broke this support. Okay, it just broke this support. Now, after having broken this support, it is meant to come and test it again as a resistance. Okay, so the price has come down now. What we are waiting for is for the price to do something like this again, to come back here and come and test this. Okay, when the price tests this again and fails to break even, what do? We take our measuring tape again. We do this from here. We measure this, and then we get a 5%. That's how we take it again. Now, I hope we see the area that I'm trying to explain, which is the area of the retest. This is the most important. For people who have been following my trade, you will always observe that I usually use a blue line to mark somewhere like that. Let me show you some of the signals that I'm talking about. Look at this. Let's see the futures first, then we see the spot. Am I still being heard, please?
Loud and clear, loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. So now, if you look at the previous signals that I dropped, I told us that I was waiting for Bitcoin to come and close below this support right here. Okay. This, no, let me not use this one. Let me use, okay. No. Okay. I said I was waiting for Bitcoin to come and close below this line right here. It is the same thing I just explained to us. If it had closed below this line, all I just needed to do was to wait for a retest. So what I was expecting was this. Let this candle right here, this red candle, let it come like this, then let there be a retest. Once it retests this area, I'll take my measuring tool and then I'll buy down. Okay? And then I'll buy down. That's it. If we also look at more signals that I've shared in time past, you see that it is similar. Look at, can you see my blue line here? okay, this was the delivery. Let's see the ones that I posted for sale. Okay, good. Can we all see my blue line here? Can we see this blue line? It is the same thing that I just explained to us. It is the same thing I just explained to us. Let's look at more. That is one critical thing you want to watch out for when you are using smart money concept. Okay, it is the either the plunging down and the retest, or the what's that language? What's that phrase used? Or the surging, yes, the surging above, or the plunging below. Once you can sight that setup, you're good to go. Now, if you look at what I have here also, you see that I drew my blue line. And then from there, I took my measuring tape and I measured 10%. And many of the signals delivered. You all know that I've not incurred any loss in it. I'm not sure since you guys joined me, except you did contrary to the instruction. I'm not sure any one of you here has recorded any loss before. If you have recorded any loss, please unmute your mic and let us know, so that we can ask how it happened. Okay. Now we can also see the blue line here also. Can you see it right here? The blue line is also right here. And we can see the retest just right here. Look at the retest. The market failed to break this last higher high here. It failed to go and take out this higher high. Although it tried, but it was rejected. And what happened? We saw that the price came down and broke the higher low, the last higher low. Once you see it breaking the last higher low like that, all you are waiting for is a retest. And once you spot that retest and you see the failure of the candle breaking that previous support that has now turned to a resistance, once you see the price failing to break that resistance, you're good to go. Just take your measuring tape and just measure down, and then expect your profit to arrive pretty soon than later. Okay? I hope we all understand this. I've explained it over and over and over again just so that we can understand. I hope we have all understood. Okay, only Mr. Sheye understands. How about others? Does anyone have question? Mr. Moses, good. Metro, good.
I understand too.
Okay, awesome. Mr. Michael, you have a question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, Mr. Eugene, let Mr. Michael use first.
Now, after the test, say we should measure down. When you measure down, where will you end your measurement? That's your TP. Where will you end it? Did you get my question?
He's about to answer. Don't worry.
I got your question, Mr. Michael. I'm about to answer. Okay, now.
Okay.
So, let me take this away. 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 Okay, so when you have such a setup like this, and you already confirmed that there's already a failure to take out this guy right here, this guy. There's a failure for the price to come and take him out, number one. That's the first thing first to watch out for. And number two, the price has come to break the last higher low. Okay? Which is the blue line that I usually draw when I'm taking my signals. Okay, you already see this price right here. You already see this price right here. Breaking it. You know, this was our previous support. Now, the support has been broken. Now, it is now a resistance over here. So what you want to watch out for is this. Now, sometimes there are two ways to go about it. When the price plunges down like this, you can use the last place where the price stopped before the retest. You can use it as your TP, or you can use the previous supports. Okay? Do you understand it?
Okay, I got it.
Let's look at something. Let's take, for instance, let's use the previous supports as our TP. We can use that. Okay, look at, I'm drawing the blue line there. So it simply means after this retest, where's my 2? It simply means after the retest over here, and we have confirmed failure to break, to surge past the resistance, we take our measuring tool and then we measure like this, okay? Now, where is our TP? The previous support. We don't go past it, okay? So now it is safe to say that we can take 4% for our first trade. Now, after you take this 4%, wait for the price again to do what? To break the resistance, to break the support again, and then test it. If you cannot break it, then you already know what to do. Now, this is it, okay? After having come down, it's reversed to test the previous support, which is now a resistance, and couldn't break it, then you already know what to do again. You take your measuring tool again from this failure right here, you measure down, and then 4% again. You can see it was, I stopped at the previous support. Look at it. This is the previous support right here. So it simply means you always look at your left-hand side to know where your TP is, okay? The first trade, I looked at my left-hand side, I used the previous support. The second trade, I looked at my left-hand side, I used it as what? As my TP, and that's how we would do it for downtrend. Next class, we are going to look at how we're going to do it for what? For uptrend, which is not too different also. It is similar. Do we understand so far? Mr. Michael, is your question answered, please? Mr. Michael, is your question answered?
It's answered. I got it right. I got it now.
Awesome, awesome. Does anyone have questions again?
Since somebody is raising up,
I have a question, sir. I have a question. Hello,
I have
coach.
a question.
No, my own confess. Hold on, sir. Coach, sir. Oh,
kindly
like
hold on.
Mr. Eugene, go ahead, sir. Mr. Eugene, go ahead. I can hear you.
Yeah, please. Can you restore that drawing? I want
Okay.
to make reference to it. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, sir. This is it.
Yes, thank you. Okay, I want to ask this question with respect to SMC.
Okay.
From what we just taught us, which is very clear, we are taking entry from the retest of break of structure. Okay.
Absolutely.
Then now, at this point, we did drawing which level is a change of character? Where will it happen in this drawing?
Okay.
Now?
That is very simple.
Thank you, sir.
That is very. Let me show us because we haven't gotten to what's it called now? We haven't gotten to the topic itself, which is a smart money indicator. That's why I haven't gone in depth into it, but we'll get there. But since we are touching it already, let me quickly show us some quick things. Like let me see. What tool do I use now? Coming. Let me use this one. Okay, good. Over here, we have the first break of structure. I'm coming to your question, okay? Over here, we have the first break of structure. Now, I think your question is related to change of character, right?
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Yes,
Eugene?
sir.
Okay, awesome. I'm coming there.
Yes.
So let me show us the first break of structure. Let me show us the second one. This is the second break of structure here. Okay, and then in this drawing, we have just two break of structures. Now, what is the meaning of breaks of structure? It simply means the previous higher high has now been broken. Okay, this is the previous higher high over here. Okay, now we have a new higher high, then it means that structure has been broken. It means this is no longer the highest. We now have one higher than that one. And over here also, this was the higher high immediately after this one, but later on the price pulled back and then went past the higher high again. It means we have this higher high is no longer the highest. It's now invalid, and then we've gone up again. Okay, so there's another break of structure just right here, and then there's one right here. Now, where we have the change of character in this drawing is right here. Okay, where's my two coming? What tool do I use now? Let me use the text. Okay, good. Right here is where we confirm that we have a change of character. Over here. Okay, this is our change of character. Let me quickly Mr. Eugene, do you understand?
Yes, I understand, but I'm getting confused based on my supposed idea or what I think. Now, okay, the last high that was broken, okay, before the last high, Okay, that's the second brick of structure. Now, the higher low, that's the region or the source from where that price went up to break it. My knowledge was that when the price come back to break that higher low, okay, that's when church happens. You understand?
Yeah, that's the same thing we have here. Is this not what? This not what you? Hold on. Is this not what you're referring to? This one right here.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Which one? This one right here.
The higher low. No, the higher low. The last higher low.
This is the last higher low.
No. He's referring to the bottom one, the one right under brick of pressure.
The last.
That one is referring to
this one.
To your right, sir. To your right. To your right. To your right.
This one.
To your right.
The line under that arrow. The that arrow.
Yeah, lower. Yes. The this source one. That breaks it. Yes.
No, sir.
Downward. Okay.
Let's quickly look at let's look at it from the what's it called itself. Now, look at what we have here. This was our last higher high over here. Where is it? This was our last higher high over here. Okay. And this was our last higher low. Now, just like I have a line right here. Let me use this one. Just like I have a line right here to indicate the last higher low. Okay, it's the same way I have a line right here to indicate the last higher low. Can we establish that first of all, Mr. Eugene?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Now, what can you see after I drew my line just beside my last higher low? What's happening? I'm coming. Okay, why are you not moving? Let me delete it and take another one. Okay, I have to. Oh, good. Okay, now what can you see after I drew my line right here? What's happening again? I drew my line right here after the last higher low. Now, what can you see after we broke the higher low? What can you see written here?
Change of character.
Does that establish the fact that you've been mixing it up before, sir?
Well, from sorry, please.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, yes. From your drawing and this one is a bit different. Okay. Because this one, the higher low have here broke a high. Okay, and then when the price came to break this higher low, we had change of character. The drawing we had after this low broke a high, and refused and failed to take off the last high, it came down, all right, and then created a lower high, higher low rather, and that's where the change of character happened in your drawing. So I think it's different from this one. But however, maybe both of them are teaching your character. I don't know. That I'm asking because I sent this thing to share, I think 2 days ago.
Hold on, Mr. Eugene. Hold on, Mr. Eugene.
Maybe I'm getting it wrong. I want to get it right, sir.
You get it right, sir. Look at this. Are you considering the week right here? Is that what's confusing?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Good. Now let's establish something. Look at this price now. It came up, it came down. Yeah. It went up, and then it came down. Okay, touching the last higher low. The region of the last higher low. When going back up to try to break, to take out the last higher high, he couldn't do that. It failed. Look at the look at the long wick. It failed, and afterwards we saw it coming down. Once this last higher low is broken, there's already a change of character. Sometimes what's it called? Smart money concept might delay in writing the change of character. It doesn't mean we haven't broken the change of character. That's why many times when I share my signal, you won't see change of character there before me. I have picked my signal and I have sent it to you, and it will deliver. Now let's look at the example I gave up here. Look at it right here. Okay, this is the last higher low. Let me add text for you. Look at this is the last higher low right here. Let me delete the choke. Good. This is the last higher low right here, right? Just like the one we have below. Now, we saw that the price went back up after touching this region to what? To try to take out this last higher high. The last higher high. Let me write it there also. This is the last higher high over here. Okay. Okay, can we see the last higher high now? Good. And the price, after forming the last higher low, went back up, trying to take out the last higher high, but it failed. Sometimes, what I have right here now is that the price came straight down. Sometimes the price might not what come straight down. You might first of all see something like this, like like a consolidation like this. You might see something like this, a movement like this. It will just be within this range. It won't go anywhere. Okay. Before you now eventually see a breakdown like this, it is still the same thing. Either the price comes straight down like this, or it first of all does sideways movement before coming down. It is still the same thing. Once it takes out the last higher low, it is a change of character. And it is the same thing as what we have below right here. It is the same thing as what we have below right here. See, the price, this is the last higher low, okay? The price went back up. And coming down, it was not supposed to come and break this level. Although it tested this level, after the pullback was supposed, after the pullback, it was supposed to go back up to take out the last higher high, but it failed. And then it came down, it did what? Sideways movement a bit before breaking the last higher low, and that is a change of character. Do you understand now, sir? Or are you still, do you still have gray area?
No. Actually, I'm appreciative for the fact that I have somebody who could, shed light to it, because there are a lot of diluted teachings out there. Because what holds sway for me all this while is that until the price come down to break the low that caused the break of structure, that's when change of character has happened. You know, that's what I've been hearing, even out of videos. But now I'm hearing that it is once the price come to take out the last low, okay? You understand? The lower high actually. You take it out.
Mr. Eugene.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Eugene, let me help you this way. Don't believe whatever I say. Just believe what the indicator itself is showing you. What can you see here? What can you see here by the indicator? Was it not after the last higher low was broken?
Yes.
That's it. Let's take another token, for example.
I'm cool. What we have said has cleaned for me. That lower high. It cleans for me. Understand? It has run off all the.
Don't worry. You understand much more better. You understand much more better. Let me give you one more example real quick. Mr. Eugene, what can you see here? This was the last higher low. Can you confirm that? This was the last higher low, right? Now, what happened after the last higher low? The price tried this. Okay, let me show us the last higher high before we move on. Real quick, I'm coming. This was the last higher low. Okay, let's establish the last higher high. This was the last higher high. Okay, good. Now, Mr. Eugene, after the last higher low, what you will see is that the price failed to break the last higher high. You can help me mute yourself, sir. Help me mute yourself. There's a feedback from you. So the price failed after the last higher low. The price tried to come and take out this guy, but it was rejected. You can see that although the candle came up, it didn't close above, and we cannot consider the wick. So long the body stopped here when the candle closed, it means it closed below. And what we can see right here, okay, we can see a red candle that followed. But this red candle cannot be considered as a change of character because it has not broken this last higher low. So it was just doing what it liked here, okay? We saw a red candle, we saw another green candle trying to come and take out this guy, but to no avail. And then we saw a red candle and then another red candle. What can you see here? After we took out the last higher low, what did the system confirm for you?
Change of character, sir.
Do you understand? Do you understand very well now, sir?
Yes, I am cool. I've never. Yes, I'm not more confident.
No, sir, Eugene, like what is our coach is saying Yeah, what you are saying there, as the force could not break the last high, that's what we call failure swing. The moment you understand failure swing, that means the buying pressure is over. We are beginning to
Absolutely.
watch the formation, yes, the formation to see the pressure of the sellers. When the pressure seller now is fully confirmed, that is where you begin to put your trigger, and that has to do with church. When you don't see your change of character, you wait for that change of character to come down again and break the below that confirm a BOS, what you call break of structure. Then you wait for reset and take your shot. Now I send a message on the platform in our future group. Go and look at it. I have drawn what BTC will do before we take a shot. Go to our platform, you see what I put there. See the drawings. So the once that happen, we can put our trigger to short BTC and with all the rest of the assets. Look at it properly.
Let's check it out. It's loading. Okay, let's see what Mr. Festus has drawn for us. So Mr. Festus has his blue line over here. Let's analyze this. He has his blue line over here. Good. And then what he's expecting is for the market to break the blue line, which is the last higher low, and then a retest, and then before we come down. And he also has another blue line here, which is an area to consider. Why? Because there was an order block formed there. Okay. So I think the best entry at this for this setup we have right here is let's wait for, I'm coming, let me take this out, is to wait for this right here. Once the price comes back to hit this area, that's where we can buy it. Okay, that's the best setup here. That's the best setup. Okay, this is good. This is good. Well done, Mr. Festus. Well done. Okay, who has another question?
Yeah, it's Gabriel.
Mr. Gabriel, go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Where I want to ask my question is concerning I can see from the teaching you are giving us, you are taking the analysis on like 4 hours time frame. Like when we want to make an entry, are we still going to use that same 4 hours time frame?
No, we'll use 1 hour.
Take our entry, or we'll now go to maybe like 1 hour or 30 minutes or 15 minutes for our entry.
Absolutely. 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes works. Sometimes you don't get clarity on 4 hours, although you can see the macro perspective. You don't see the micro perspective. Sometimes you can just see a long wick on 4 hours that has been rejected. However, on 1 hour, you see that it has closed below the last higher low. So you need, for confirmation, you need 1 hour, 30 minutes. Sometimes 15 minutes might be tricky. So 1 hour, 30 minutes is just fine when you are using 4 hours. So that's the answer to your question. Don't use some. Okay, I use 4 hours for confirmation also. I use it, but I think based on your expertise is what I would say determines if you will use 4 hours for confirmation. Sometimes the setup is very clear on 4 hours. Sometimes it is not clear. Okay, so that's it, sir. Does anyone have a question again? Okay, I believe that's all for today. We've shot past our time, big time. I don't like the classes to get this long, so that for people who wants to rewatch, so that they can rewatch. I can't hear Madam Modupe's voice anymore. It's been a long time I heard her voice. I hope you are not lost. Madam Modupe?
I'm not lost, sir. It's just that the network has been fluctuating.
Okay, you get the recording. You get the recording.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yes, sir.
Let's quickly hear from our new members. The first on my list, I have Mr. David Etukesin. Please give us a shout out. We want to hear your voice, your beautiful voice. Mr. David Etukesin, give us a shout out. We want to hear your voice. Okay, I think he's away. He's not active. Okay, we have I've heard Mr. Gabriel's voice. Madam Ngozi, can I hear your voice? Give us a shout out.
Good evening, all.
Good evening. Good evening. Good to have you in our midst. How has the session been? Hope you are not confused.
I'm behind, sir, but it's well. I'll go back to the previous record and catch up.
Please do. Please do. Please do. We would like to see you fly high too. Okay. Metro Wallets. Metro Wallets. Let's hear your voice. Give us a shout out, please.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Thank you, Coach. I'm sure this is awesome. I'm sure I can see what I've been missing. Now I'm going to go back and watch all the previous, trainings so that I can, catch up with what I've missed. Thank you so much, sir.
Great. We love your voice, sir. We love to hear your voice more. Mr. David?
Yes, sir. What's his name, sir? Let him give us his name.
My name is Lekon.
Mr. Lekon from Mr. Lekon from, is he from Royal Q Africa?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Good to have you, sir. Mr. David, go ahead, sir. I can see you are muted already. Mr. David, we can hear you.
Yes.
Mr. David, we can hear you. Okay, I think Mr. David's network is not so good. All right, let's move on to the next person. Mr. David?
Yes, I'm sorry. I want to say that I appreciate the teachings this evening.
Awesome.
What I'm going on. But
awesome.
My problem has been the network.
Your problem has been the what? The network not. Yes. Maybe when he comes back, he can drop in the comment section and we will read it out. All right. The next person we have is okay. Mr. Olumide is not new. I think Mr. Olumide has not just been active. He's not new. Mr. Olumide, give us a shout out. Let's hear your voice.
All right. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you for the teaching. It's very clear.
Awesome. Great to have us all. So sorry we took it this long. This is the nitty-gritty of our business, and we can't just walk past it and not look at it in-depthly. Okay, look at it. It was just one slide that kept us this long. Just one slide, but that is where the knot is. And to untie that knot, we really need to give detailed analysis. Okay, good to have us all once again. Let's call it a night. I wish us all a blessed night rest. Bye, everybody.
Coach, I want to ask one more question, please.
Go ahead,
it's a suggestion. I'm suggesting maybe next class, after your teaching, you can just call any of us, then ask us to share our screen and ask us to practice what you just teach us, either to draw a support or a trend line. You see how the person will draw it. Maybe there is a correction while he's drawing it. You can correct it. You will not know if actually we really understand what you are teaching us from what we were able to present to you. Thank you, sir.
That's a very good suggestion, sir. We'll look at that next class. We'll look at that. Okay. Good to have us all once again. Blessed week ahead to all of us and blessed night rest to all of us. Let's stay safe out there. Bye, everybody.
All right, fine. Thank you, Coach. Thank you for your time. Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
All right, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.